Okay, so here I separated 6 egg whites and 6 egg yolks, added some heavy cream to it. Yes, I can't talk this morning. Added some heavy cream to both, stirred in the yolks so that it was all blended up, and we took an electric mixer with a whisk on it, and we beat the egg whites and the heavy cream till it got nice and airy, and then slowly drizzled in the egg yolks to make our eggs nice and light and fluffy for our breakfast burritos. And if you can bring that camera in here, you'll see all that air left in there. We dumped it into the nice hot bacon grease left from cooking up our bacon bits. For this, it's going to cook nice and quick. Look at all that air in there. This is going to offer up some nice, light, fluffy eggs. Because I hate heavy eggs. Heavy scrambled eggs are terrible. And what are you laughing at? Let me guess, it's all the ums, huh?
No, it's the I hate fluffy eggs.
It's the I hate fluffy eggs?
Yeah.
I didn't say I hate fluffy eggs.
You started
I said
to.
I hate heavy eggs. I started to. And yes, this is a stainless steel pan. So if you're going to cook in stainless steel, you should already know that it's going to require more grease. Which is why we're just using the leftover bacon drippings. It adds flavor and it adds all the grease that we need. Which you can see kind of pooling up there. No problem. This is just some of that grease. It's gonna happen that way. Most people won't even do 6 eggs at a time. They think it's too challenging. But, and yeah, sometimes it does break apart. But it's no big deal. Everything still looks good and tastes great anyway. Now that we got that going, we're going to go ahead and just sprinkle our bacon in there. We're going to get it nice and integrated into the eggs. I'm going to let that bottom cook up some more. Then we're going to take, this is a mixture of pre-chopped, pre-diced, rather, green onion and sweet onion. I found that the yellow onion is actually just a little too heavy on the flavor and too strong for eggs. Eggs are very easy to overpower, and you don't want to do that. You want to have a nice balance to it. And green onions add nice color and a nice look to the dish anyway. We're going to get a nice balance of that in there. And then I'm a cheese fiend. So for my personal taste, we're going to add a bunch of cheese, but not too much because camera woman here is not a big cheese fiend. So we're going to find that nice happy medium balance for the two of us. And we're just going to sprinkle some of that in here. Now, as most of you should know, if you want to make this Denver style, just simply use ham, onion, a shredded cheese, and some bell peppers. Now, this is why a lot of people don't do 6-egg omelets, because with the size of the thing, the eggs tend to break. But for the purposes of this, This is just simply a quick brunch for the family in between running errands and dropping kids off for school. So, and we're not making an omelet out of this anyway, we're just kind of making it omelet styled and using all the scrambled eggs for breakfast burritos. And all of this is going to fit nicely in there. And you want to keep your eggs moving if you start running low on grease like this, because you don't really want to add any more oil to it, or you're just going to have a heavily greasy breakfast, especially since you're adding cheese to it. So, in a stainless steel pan, you just keep your eggs moving so it doesn't stick too bad. And just a little bit, not a lot, because they still have to cook. But for most dishes, I actually highly recommend non-stick cookware. And to make it a little easier, we're just going to cut it in half here, right here in the pan, so that our halves are just a little bit easier to deal with. And see? Just like that. Get a nice flip to that just by cutting it in half. That's why most people do 2 to 3 eggs and not 6. And yes, I would be daring enough to try a 6-egg omelet. I would just probably do it on a flat top with 2 spatulas like so. Okay. Now we're far enough into this, and if you want to, you can do it. You can do it before now. In fact, I usually do. We're just gonna add a pinch of parsley for seasoning over the top of that, and we're also going to add a little bit of dried basil. You can use fresh. Dried works just fine, and it's a lot cheaper, and you don't have to worry about the storage on it as well. And now I'm going to add a little more cheese, and my secret to nice melted cheesy eggs. I'm going to add just a layer of cheese over the top of this here. And because we don't want it to burn on the bottom, we're actually not going to leave the burner on after we've added the cheese. We're going to use the residual heat from it. And most people are going to think I'm crazy for this next move, but that's what makes my food unique. So we're going to go ahead and shut the burner off. Dig into the cupboard here. And we're just going to put the lid on top of it, just like that. And then in a few minutes, you're going to have nice melted cheese all over that.
Stop recording?
No. Now while that does that, I'm over here straightening up a little bit. I should have got to the kitchen this morning, so.
Honey, speaking of children.
Excuse the little bit of mess in here. What are the children doing?
That's my point.
Gotcha.
That's why I asked if I could stop.
Okay, and over here, I'm just going to do one of these real quick and then let y'all go. And then we're going to go find out what our troublemakers are up to. If you can pan back over here to the pan. We're going to grab a hot pad just in case. Better safe than sorry. Look at all that melted cheese. Now on top of that will melt down some more. We're just going to grab a nice chunk of that center melted cheese here. And egg mixture. If we can get a hold of it. There we go. There's a nice sized portion. That should be perfect for what we're doing. Good and cheesy. And then we're going to come right over here. We're going to place this about the center. You want room to work around all your edges, but you do want it closer to one edge than the other. And so we're going to slide this right over here.
Oh, I can see somebody was a Cheeto monster.
And we're just going to go like this. We're going to fold both of the ends over like this. For your burrito, you want a nice straight line to the end of that. As you can see how this lines up here. And then you're just going to grab here and you're going to fold it over. And that got nice and hot and rich. So you might want to use a little less of it or preheat your burritos to try it. And there you go. You have yourself a breakfast burrito. You can top that with anything you want. You can add more inside if you'd like. But there's a quick breakfast burrito. See you next time.